Welcome to How I Booked That Role, where I tell you guys how I booked a voiceover role. Today we're going to talk about Sothis from Fire Emblem 3 Houses and 3 Hopes. Voice acting is a small world, and in Los Angeles, where I live, there are a handful of studios that work on the majority of video games. If you work on one game for a studio and you do a good job, they might call you back to work on some of their other projects. I had worked for the studio that was recording all of the Fire Emblems on a different game called Tales of Grace's F. I played Sophie in that game. We recorded Tales for like weeks and weeks and weeks on end, so I really got to know the producers, the directors, and everybody that worked at that studio. And we really hit it off. They got to know me, my acting style, my skills, what characters I could do, etc. Eventually, I was cast as Julia in Fire Emblem, and also Clarice in Fire Emblem. But then a couple years later, Fire Emblem 3 Houses came around, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't be in this because you were already in the other Fire Emblems as 2 other characters, so we can't cast you in this one, even though we would love to. And I was like, bummer, but I totally get it. Anyway, while they were casting for Sothis, they actually couldn't find anybody that could nail like her sassiness and her young sound. Guess who gave me a call? Like, hey, we just really can't find anybody to really nail Sothis's voice, so will you just audition for this? Maybe we can make an exception. I can be very, very sassy all the time. It's not a big reach for me. And as we know, Sothis is very, very sassy. I love